In this video, we have to create a color palette, and to create that, we have to use colors.json file. The colors.json file contains key and value pair. The key is the name of color and value is going to be 10 different colors. Each color starts with 50 and it keeps going on to 100, 200, 300, 400. So this is what we have to create. So I'm just going to use the basic HTML file to create this. So here we have our React DOM and Babel to take care of it. The first thing we can understand from here is this whole layout can be broken down into different components. So one component is going to be colors, and then we can have individual color sections. So one color section will have a sidebar and 10 different color on the right hand side. Same is the case with others. So let's go ahead and create our first component here. So we'll say function colors, and colors is going to have multiple color component. So for that, we'll go ahead, create another component color, and each color is going to have two sections. One section where you have name and another section where you have all the different colors. So for that, I'm just going to return a div element. Inside this div element, I'm going to have two different divs. One div will be aside and another one will contain multiple lists. We can also make this div to be a UL element, and here we'll have multiple li, and that li will display colors. And each li here needs to have three different information. One will be box, and then we have 50 and the hex code of the color. So for that, inside the li, we can just create a div. This div will be responsible for displaying the rectangle color, and here we'll have another div. Inside that, we'll have two different span element. The first span element will be holding value like 50, and this one will be something like hex FFFF. We need to style all of these things, but before that, let's go ahead and call color component inside colors. So we'll say return. We are going to wrap it into a fragment here, and we are going to call color component multiple times. And down here, we just have to render colors component. So we'll say React DOM.render. We need to render the component colors, but where do we need to render? We'll say document.getElementById, and we need to render it to the ID root. We'll save it, and here when we refresh it now, we will see different aside section. So let's go ahead and make it dynamic, and later on we'll style it. Now here, what we need to do, instead of just having 4 color component, we need to make it depend on this colors.json file. But when you are using it in Create React app, you can directly import colors.json. But if you are using it in normal HTML, you will have to either fetch it, or you can just convert it into colors.js, and here I'll just create a variable. So we'll say let colors is going to be this object. And now to use it, what we can do, we can just include that file here before our script. So we'll say script src is going to come from /colors.js, and we'll close that. Now when you refresh it here and open your console, you will get access to colors, right? So this is how you can get access to these things. Now let's go ahead and loop over it. So here we don't need any fragment. What we need to do is we can just loop over colors. So this is how we'll get access to colors. So colors is an object, as we can see it here. It has different keys. So we need to get access to all of that keys. So we'll say object.keys, and here we'll pass colors. So in that way, we'll get access to each color. Now it became an array. So we can just use map on it, and we'll get access to individual key. For each key, we need to display a color component, right? And when you're calling this color component, we need to pass some props. So I can just pass name is coming from key, because that is the name of the color. And we also need to send all the different hex colors from here. So we can just say all colors is coming from colors, and from that colors we just need to access the key. So in this way, what will happen is each color will get the property of name that is going to be the name of color, and all colors will be an array. So now when you refresh it here, you will see that it is visible as many number of times as many key we have here. So we are done displaying it. All we need to do is to style it properly. Now color component is getting access to key and all the colors. So we'll get access to that as prop, and here instead of a side we'll say prop.name. Save it, refresh it, and here we'll see all the color names. Now here, instead of just having one li, for each color we are going to have different li's, right? And that will come as props.allColors. We'll map over it. We'll get access to individual color. That is a hex code. And for that, we just have to return this. Now, when you refresh it, you can see all the values are the same here. But now we can use this color to replace it with hex code here. We'll save this. We'll refresh it here, and we can see all the hex code that we see here. The only thing we are not able to do is instead of 50, it should be able to display things like 50 for the first one, and the next one will start from 100, 200, 300, 400. So for that, let's just go ahead, write a condition. So we'll say whenever the index, so here I'll get access to index, and we'll say if index is going to be 0, then you have to return 50. If that is not the case, you have to multiply index with 100. So if it is 0, it is going to return 50. Otherwise, when it is 1, it will become 100, 200, 300. So I'll save it, refresh it here. And now what we can see is we have gray, it is 50, and this is the hex code. So we have created the structure. All we need to do is to style them. Now what will I do is I'll quickly go ahead and style these things. So now I've added this style for all these things. So if you take a look at it, now it looks exactly like the way we wanted it to look like. So here we have gray, and then we have all the different colors that we have here. And similarly, we can go down and we have the same thing, starting with 50 and ending at 900. So in this way, we have completed this exercise. So let's go through this code to understand how it is working. So the first thing we always do whenever you're working on any application is look at layout and first try to understand how you're going to break down into components. So when we look at this, we can see, so there is going to be one major component, and that component is colors component. And it consists of multiple color component, and one color is responsible for displaying this sidebar and color on the right hand side. Similarly, here we have red, and here we have multiple colors. So that is how we went ahead doing this. So here we created two components, color and colors. Colors is going to contain multiple color component. So here we are going to say react-dom.render. We are rendering the colors component. Inside colors component, we are getting keys from this object that is gray, red, and on that we are using map, getting access to each key, and for each key we are rendering this color component. So here we are sending the name of the color that is coming from here, and we are also sending all the different colors that we are getting. So we are sending name, and we are also sending all the different hex code array. Now in color component, we are getting access to props. So we have props.name, and we also have props.allColors. We map over it, get access to individual color. We also get access to index, and based on index, we are going to display either it should show 50 or 100. And that is why we are showing it here. We are getting access to the hex code of the color, and we are displaying it here. One thing that we are doing is, because the background color of all these boxes are changing on different colors, we are using style attribute on JSX element to change it dynamically. Other than that, we have written style here that says width is going to be 100, height is going to be 40 pixel, and we have border radius of 5 pixel. So in this way, we have completed this exercise. One thing also you can do, you can make it capital case, and that's simple to do that.